working collaboratively, it says everyone contributes equally in this one. Allocate to natural strength. What are your strengths? One of the things I've learned in building a team, you don't want everybody to be like you. You want people to be different. Because everyone has different strengths to bring to the table. Support and encourage each other, and work fast and stay on track. This team is going to be a very important team in building your business. If you're trying to build it by yourself, you limit yourself. Build a team in that area. And these are parts of our teams here. The team, I have a peer coach, mentor coach, mastermind group, and inner circle. The fourth one I'm building is my inner circle now. And that's people who say, well, we want to go in the same direction. Mastermind group is leading to that. But that's a part of the team. Yes?
When you were talking about before, you know, you have your introverts and your extroverts. And for people that are extroverts, all this comes really easy to them. So what advice would you give a person who's introverted and they kind of struggle with building a team, building friendships? What advice would you give them?
The advice I would give to the first thing I say, there's a program out there that people don't know about. And it's called Entrepreneurs Institute. And they show you how to build a team. That's what I learned the most from. If I'm an introvert, then I'm looking for an extrovert who's a supporter.
Right.
An extrovert is someone who can support you, but they support the vision you have by sharing your ideas. Okay. So you have some people who are creators. Okay, they can create something, but they're not big on sharing. But they come up with the idea. A supporter will support you, and they will connect the people your plan. Okay, so and that's one reason I know I'm called to be a part of Pastor Brooks. Pastor Brooks is creator, and for many years I'm that supporter to get that in front of the people. In fact, our church growth expert, the last thing he said before he left, he said, Pastor Armstrong, he said, leave administration alone. You're not detailed enough for that, but you are a people magnet. And he said, you should be in front of the people for the church. Everywhere the church has something, you should have a voice for that because people believe in you. And then later on, when I found out that I'm a supporter, so I understood my role as a supporter, I support the vision. Okay. Then you have some people like Joyce who just down to earth. There's another word for it. They are deal makers, and they know how to seal the deal. And they know when you're just up in the sky, you're just out there. And you have another people like Cynthia. She just detailed facts, figures, stuff like that. That's all a part of your team. You know, that's a whole nother session. And maybe I'll bring that part into the mastermind group. Because that's an assessment you take to find out how to build a team so you're not building everyone who's just like you. So that's a good question, Beth.
And you know, Brent is the same way. So when I have stuff, I'll come up with these great ideas, but data entry and keeping track and all that stuff, they're the experts in it.
Yeah. Well, Brenda would be what they call a steal.
Yeah. Because
they do the detailed work and the facts and stuff, and you want those people on your team.
Absolutely.
But that's in the business arena. People don't realize that in business. But that's why many businesses fail, because they haven't built the right team.
Right.
They have the right idea. It's kind of like the person who can cook a certain food, and they try to go into business for the food, but they fail because they haven't built a team. They know how to cook. They have the creation, but they don't have the rest of the team in place. Okay?
And if I can piggyback off of that, because I am an introvert. Like, believe it or not, I really am.
No, you don't.
I said believe it or not. And how I go about building a team to work with is that I, like you said, in other words, I'm saying what you're saying, but I identify my gaps. What's missing, and then I look for those who have strength in that. But also in approaching them, I have to sit down and write out, or not even write out, but like really think through it and go in with a solid plan and understanding who am I going into, how am I going to approach them, what am I going to say to them, how do I sell them on the idea of joining what I'm doing, and making sure that their goal, the number 2, is strong, because if number 2 isn't strong, all the rest of it's going to fall apart.
Right.
So you have to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what's missing so that you can go out and actively get what's missing.
One of the things I'm not doing this year, but I'm adding next year as an optional class when I get down to talk my class, is the entrepreneur piece. Because an entrepreneur piece is about how to build a team. And I learned how to build a team, but then I didn't go back into it and learn more to activate it. Now I know to build my business, I have to have a team. And I have to have people who are detailed. I have to have people who are great. Now, because I'm a supporter in this whole assessment, I take what someone else has created and I make it better to where I am. And that's what I can do. And I know that's my strength. I play to my strength. Yes.
Another thing too with the introvert, because my husband is, so we're opposite. And what works well for him is one-on-one meetings to talk with them. You know, like for instance, to talk with my husband about what role he needs. So later, when you meet with the bigger group, he's secure and knows what his role is, and don't get lost in the bigger group and then shy away because he's an introvert.
Yeah, that's very good.
That's true. And then I have it on camera, but can you read each of those so I'll know what it says on my camera? Because I can't, it's not that clear.
I said connect with each other, 1. All commit to a goal. Plan collaboratively. 3, everyone contributes equally. 4, allocate to natural strength, whatever your strengths are. That's a key one right there. 5, support and encourage each other. 6, work fast and stay on track. That means to stay focused. Okay, those are the 7. Then I have my 4: peer coach, mentor coach, mastermind group, inner circle. But this applies to my inner circle, or to your inner circle. And it's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight. Again, I'm going to tell you it's a process. So don't go out just like, I want you on my jump. No, it's not like that. Yes?
I got this book. I just started reading it, so it's funny. It's John Maxwell's Teamwork book, 101.
Oh, yes.
And it's talking about that.
Is that right? I don't know. Okay. Well, building a winning team. Okay, so secondly, feedback. This is where I missed it. This is what I'm going to learn in the future. I need feedback. I need feedback. Very important. Tell us what you think. 1, should have written feedback. This is going to help you. Some things, if it's not written down, it doesn't exist. Because you always want to improve and get better. 2, verbal feedback. What are people saying? Ask people. Part of that written feedback should be, you might be getting one SurveyMonkey. Sometimes that's a feedback system that's anonymous. Because you want accuracy, you want truth. 3, you want to seek to improve. That's why you want the feedback. Sometimes people don't become so overly sensitive that you get some feedback that doesn't settle with you. You want the feedback and you want to examine yourself, is this really happening? You know. And then 4, be willing to change. The reason why you're receiving the feedback is because you need to change. You need to change. And you should always want to excel. You always want to grow and build your business.
Pastor John?
Yes.
You mentioned SurveyMonkey. I use SurveyMonkey at work, and I really like it. But I actually like Qualtrics better. But that's the difference.
What's the other one?
Qualtrics. Qualtrics.
Can you send me that as
Well, that's expensive. That one is expensive. But I was gonna say with SurveyMonkey is good, and I think you can get it for free. But if you are really gonna be into your feedback, you can do a premium with that, and then you can dig deeper into your data and your information. You're able to see more. You can do more with it. So just know that if you're gonna use SurveyMonkey, it's great. But if you really want to get into it and really, I don't want to say manipulate the data, but really get into it, you're able to do so. You can look at trends, you can do queries to identify commonalities, all those great things. So SurveyMonkey is really nice. But if you like really getting into feedback, I would recommend Qualtrics.
Okay, send me a link. Okay. 4th one, 5 areas. Money. Everyone say money. You got to know how money operates, how money flows. Because if you don't get any money, you're going to go broke, busted, and be disgusted. So you want to make the money come in. So money, it's an exchange process. You're exchanging a service for finances. And you have to realize that it's an exchange process. 2, money is the process of exchange. Money follows ministry. If you are meeting a need, providing a service, money should flow your way. You know, but you never go into any business for the sake of money only. Not gonna work that way. Money is exchanged as a result of problems being solved. If you help people solve problems, money's gonna come. And they value what you do, they're gonna tell others. Money is exchanged as a result of helping people get what they want or what they need. One of your coaching questions, we're going to get into this next week, when you do a complimentary session, is say, what is something you want but you haven't gotten yet? And then you help them see a path to get it. And we're going to go through that next week as a complimentary session, because you need to know how a complimentary coaching session flows. Second one is price. Pricing, good question. What should I charge? Set your prices. When I talk about a coaching partnership, which I'll be talking about with some of you here, I've set a set price that those who partner with me at Life Transformation Coaching Academy become coaches under Life Transformation Coaching Academy, that we agree to set, and what my rate would be and what your rate would be in that area, if you agree to go there. 2, don't sell yourself short. Mm-hmm. Mackenzie, who many of you heard Mackenzie talk, she said the biggest thing she picked up about Christian coaches, more so than anybody else, they sell themselves short. They don't charge enough. And that means they bring the whole ministry down. One of the challenges we had at one time with the Cobb Street building is that somebody else sold a church for so little that had a gym and everything that it brought all the property down in the area.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? If you're trying to sell it, it's not good. If I'm trying to sell, let's say Cobb Street, and I'm just putting a number out there, Beverly, for $700,000, and someone bought a church with a gym and with classrooms for $200,000. Right. That just brought us down.
Right.
And that's what I mean for that part. Now for the buyer, I'm the seller on this sense. And in coaching, you're selling your services. So if you have somebody charging $10 a session, that just brought the whole industry of coaching down in your area. Am I making sense with this? Okay. 3, know the value of what you do and what you bring to customers. You have to know your value, that you have something of value to bring to them. And next one, positive cash flow. See the green? You want to stay in the green as much as possible. And that's why in this other program that I didn't introduce you to, they tell people you don't start a business if you're in survival mode in your finances. You know, you don't. They encourage you not to. Create an automatic money system. That's what I'm working on. Next year I would have an automatic money system for this, or my wife will. We're going to have that. 2, money conversations. If you're in a business with anyone else, especially if you're married, you want to have those money conversations with your spouse. But you definitely want to have a money conversation with God. God, talk to me about what should I be doing, what I'm not doing, what I'm missing. This should be part of it, that conversation. And even money conversation with those who are not paying. And hold them accountable. Because I'm going to tell you something. People will promise you anything when they're under pressure. But as soon as the pressure's off, they have become like the invisible man. You don't see them anymore. You know. You got to have a conversation. Collect money due. That's just a part of the business. Part of the business. You have to be willing to collect money. Don't feel, I might offend them. No, they're people of integrity. You have to collect the money due. Pay your bills. If you're not paying your bills, how what you make happen for others, you open the door for the enemy. So you want to keep a positive cash flow. That's my heart's desire. And I told someone, because they asked me about coaching, I said, well, what you do, you borrow from yourself first. So you give yourself a loan of $500 to start your business. And then you track yourself. And then at the end of the year, if you don't make that, then it's counted as a loan and as a debt. But if you do make it, you pay yourself back. And whether it's 500, whether it's 1,000, you want a loan, and don't commingle funds. You make it a loan to start your business. Because sometimes you need some type of money to start a business. And it's not a lot for coaching, but you'll need something to start up. Even your training now, this should all be business. What you pay for the class, this should all be business. This is a write-off. Because you're going for training, this should all be a part of your business going forth like that. Next one is invest. It's all a part of money. And you start off by investing in yourself. Take online courses if need be. Ask mentors. Join seminars. Read books. Join groups. And the sixth one, just try. Just try to walk up that step. It's all a part of investing in yourself and building your business. I already said that one too. Choose. You have to make a choice to buy something or not. I'm going to buy this. Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to get flooded with opportunities. You know, I'm focused on 2 or 3 programs or 2 or 3 mentors that I work with. Everything else, just delete. And they get you because they're going to put something in to pique your interest and say, I'm just going to find out more. After that, they're on that automatic responder. You get an email every other day from them, sometimes every day from them. You got to push that button, unsubscribe. Okay, in that area. Is it worth the money? Is it going to be worth the money to you to invest in something? Some things are. That's between you and God. Before you make any investment, I strongly believe you should be talking to God. God, what are you saying about this? You know, I believe you should make some investment because if you want to grow, you want to continue to grow in that mind. 4, will it help my business? Will it help your business? Now, one of the things that I said I'm going to be focusing, especially with this group, I'm going to focus on that entrepreneurship program because you're going to be the pilot. You get the first part free, but the second part will cost. But it's a great program. Only reason I didn't put it out, it's not Christian. It's not Christian based, and you have to eat the meat, but it's a lot of meat in it, especially for building a business, entrepreneur style, and toss out the bone. You know, and Donald Levesque loves it, and it's by a book called The Millionaire Master Plan. And he has a plan. They have a GPS system for taking from one level to the next. And there are 9 levels of entrepreneur growth. Most people are on levels 1 through 3. Many Christians are on levels 1 and 2. And you don't even get to start building a business until you get to level 4. But they give you a GPS on how to get out of the business, how to grow yourself. Number 5, will it help me? So that's the invest. The last one, in terms of your business, and this is not the business plan, but this is what I'm learning to go into, is how productive are you? How productive are you in your business? Strategize and plan. You have to ask God to give you wisdom. I have it in this next one. One of the things I learned from Dr. Cole and from Pastor Brooks, you ask God for wisdom to give you a strategy that will produce victory that will give God glory. I always ask God for wisdom for a plan. I think what we've come up with the financial plan in the church is a great strategy. But I want to commend you on that. It's a great strategy on getting the church out of debt. Because when you're out of debt, man, I'm going to be screaming for the church and myself. I'm free. You know, Dave Ramsey, I'm free. You know, because there's nothing. And my wife and I have been totally out of debt before I went into a business venture and went back into debt. But when we were out of debt, we were totally free. You know, the thing about it, I love what I do, so I don't have to leave. But some people who don't love what they do, when you're totally out of debt, man, you're free to go. But that's wisdom. Next thing, more quality decisions about your business approach. Make quality decisions. When you have a strategy, you can learn how to make decisions about where our business should go. And it keeps you on track. But you got to have some type of strategy. And that's what a business plan starts off with, is that strategy. Focus. One of my biggest challenges is lack of focus. I'll start something, I'm ready to jump to the next thing. Joyce, I'm going to reel you in. She said, and she come, because I was about to jump into something else, and she said, Irvin, I know what you do. You see what's empty on your calendar, and you maybe feel you called to fill it. But I'm not called to go with you and fill it, so just don't fill it. Leave it alone. And I had already, and it was like she read my mail, because I was been ready to feel something. And I went back to the brother and said, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. I said, I'm just going to say no. Because I got 3 things I got to focus on. New Genesis, Stones Church, and Life Transformation Coaching Guide. And that's more than enough right there.
That's a lot.
Clarity, that's what your vision, when you have a vision, make sure you're clear about it to yourself, between you and God, and then you can express it clearly to others when you go for that. So that's the strategize, but you got to have a strategy. You got to have it, and that's what the business plan comes in. Then the second part of this is create. Make your mark. That's your branding. What makes you unique? What makes your business different? What makes your business beneficial to someone else? And sometimes you got to make something, you have to be innovative, you have to improve something, you have to experiment with something, you have to write things down, you have to record things. You're building a brand. No matter what, if it's jewelry, you're building a brand. What makes the jewelry you have good? If it's a health product, what makes this better? Why are you in it? Because you have to eventually develop your brand. And they go even as far as you have to associate with colors or everything. It's all a part of branding what you're doing. You know, for that. But that's create to make your mark. And they have it colorful because they say you should have different colors to make them come attractive. And there's different stories about different psychology behind the colors of things. But you have to make your brand. Whatever. And this last part is choices. Choose. If you fail to make a choice, you're still making a choice. When it's time to make a choice. Some people say, I'm not going to do anything. Well, then you're not going to get anything. So what to do right now? That's one choice. What do you do right now? After you graduate, what are you going to do next? What choice are you going to make? Stan asked me that question. When he was interviewing me, he said, Pastor Armstrong, what choices I make? I said they should have something they're developing personally when they graduate, something they could be developing in business, even in coaching. I once thought the academy was just about people being coached. Now I thought about becoming coaches. I see the academy as people who want a life change, who have hope, who want to grow in any area of their life. It's more than a coaching academy. It's about building things, transforming people's lives. Okay? Next one, what to do next. And when I show you the business plan or the business model, you're going to see what I have over my next 100 days. What I have to do for the next 100 days for me. What is most important to you? And don't procrastinate. People like to procrastinate. Then blame it on the devil. Devil says, man, I had nothing to do with this bad boy. It was all on you to sit down and procrastinate. And wonder why your business is not going anywhere. You have to be doing something. Yes?
I was just going to say a couple of things with branding. You know, branding is about who you are across all of your roles. So it brings out your values. So you're still that same person as a mother, as a worker, as a, you know, it's about who you are across all your roles. And then one of the ways to build, you know, kind of your, I want to say reputation, but, you know, how to practice giving value to people so people understand your values, what I'm saying. Is, you know, if somebody needs help with something, find a way to help somebody, you know, for free. Find a way to help them and follow through. It could just be, you know, I was looking up for some websites for my daycare. Find websites and give it back to them. You know, just find ways to, you know, fulfill promises for them, and so that you build up your reputation as someone who follows through. So, you know, they say they're going to do it. They're going to, you know, they follow through. And then when it's time to introduce yourself as a, you know, entrepreneur, they know, okay, oh, I know Leona because she says she's going to do it, she's going to do it, and she'll follow through. And so you build that rapport just in little small ways so you can use that same reputation that you built later.
That's good. I was sharing with Shirley today. We were talking about financing and money. I was giving her some other websites to go to because I believe a lot of things come from you learning from others. And sometimes in creating value to others, you don't have to create everything, but you have to recognize things of value that will be a help to others. And so you can use their blogs and just put it on your website with their permission. And you're going to get credit from it because they know something. They know something that I didn't know. And then they're going to go to you in that area. So that's what's important about that. Face your fears. They're going to come. Biggest fear is fear of failure, fear of what people may say. So what? They're going to talk about you anyway. When I used to coach basketball, I did not want Joyce coming to the games. Because I got a glimpse of what Jesus went through. Just a small glimpse. Because when my team were good, they said, praise him, praise him. And I could walk down, and they can put a path for me to walk down. But my teams are bad, crucify him, crucify him. And so I said, Joyce, honey, you don't have to come to the games because I know folks going to be talking about you all the time, and I don't want you to get all upset, you know. And then I finally, when I retired from coaching in high school, they want me to criticize the other coach. I said, no, I've been there. I've been in their shoes. There's nothing you can do, they can do is going to satisfy you. Because people have their own personal ambition, you know, and stuff like that. And so you have to know that people are going to talk about you. Right. But they talked about Jesus. Yep. So you're in good company. So, you know, if they talk about Jesus, okay, I'm in that company. I'm okay. But don't be concerned about that. But that's one of the fears. Fear of what people say, fear of failure, fear of rejection. Face them, ask God to bring you through it. Because he's with you. Who can be against you? You got to know that. And know you're going to make mistakes. So what? Confess and get up. My brother used to say when he was trying to teach me dancing, and a bunch of us others, he said, Irvin, when you learn ballroom dancing or line dancing, with me, so what? If you mess up, so what? Get started and catch up. Because I got the same eight count beat. You're going to catch right back up, just get right back on the beat. So I learned that in that area. Any questions? Do you need to take a break before we go into the temple? Yes. Take a break.